What's up, everybody? It's your kinfolk D-Ray with another edition of Feed the Culture. I'm here with my man J.Jones in the house. It's our first time sitting down and talking, man, like, you know, on the camera.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the last time that you and I were talking.
Right.
We're going to talk about Thrill. Thrill had gone live.
Oh, y'all remember that? My boy, Thrill.
And he was just expressing his heart. But you and I were at my apartment shooting a video for Bizzle and Illuminate.
Right.
With Jesse.
Right.
And the Lord had laid it on our hearts to talk to the brother.
Chop it up, bro. Yeah.
Just kind of chop it up with him, man. And I didn't necessarily want to talk about that Thrill incident. I want to talk about us, like, really being accountable.
Right.
And approaching other Christian artists with, you know, maybe we got an out. Let me tell you, before you get started, I had an out against see, I'm telling on myself, but I'm gonna be, you know, it's an interview. Let's get into it.
And you can bleep it out. Bleep their name out.
No. It was, I'm not trying to be funny. Gospel Ready.
Yeah.
It was during the height of social unrest, social injustice, and my boy said all lives matter. I've grown since then. Yeah, I've grown since then.
Yeah, all lives matter. I remember that. Yeah.
I deleted the boy, everything.
Yeah.
And so he didn't know.
Right.
And he came to we at the Christian Lounge right now.
Right.
He came to the lounge. The Holy Spirit said, "You know what to do."
Yeah. Right.
So I pulled him to the side. I said, "Hey, bro, the Bible says if you have an ought against your brother, pull it to the side.
That's real.
And make that known."
Yeah.
He ain't losing no sleep.
Mm-hmm.
He don't know what's happening.
Right.
He like, bro, I don't even know what's going on. But I had to tell him the truth. And I got I didn't like get it off my chest, but I had to tell him, hey, bro, this is what the words say.
Yeah.
And I let you know I was in the wrong. And we've been cool since. We really have been. We got to understand it now. I ain't talking about a political understanding, but we got, that's a hard thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so let's talk about how the Lord led you to talk to that Thrill that time. We need more of that.
Right.
And do we have enough of that in the CHH community, especially in our community? And a train will come.
In that tragedy, I made it out, and that's why they mad at me. I got the straight with the academy. I just protected my family. Could've got caught with a felony. Now my brother was telling me, hey, I ain't gonna never see hell, and I ain't worried about 12. Pushing my bro in the cell, but you know well, I just put a kite in the mail. The need in the right.
All right, y'all, we back. The train, the noise had just come, so we paused it for a little bit.
Right.
Basically, J.Jones and I are talking about brothers holding brothers accountable. And this is not a CHH thing. This is a kingdom thing.
Right.
The Bible says, you know, if you have an ought against your brother, or if you need to rebuke a brother. And rebuke is not a bad word. Like, I'm trying to big brother you or son you.
Right.
It's biblical.
Right.
And so, off camera, we were just saying, how much does that happen where we get together and we hold another brother accountable?
I don't know. Hopefully it's happening within our circles.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we connected to a community that loves us enough to hold us accountable.
Yeah.
I think a lot of times, like with the music, like we artists, and that's kind of like where most of our relationships start at with the music. So
When I used to do it for free, you got a plan for me. It's never calamity. They gonna be stuck in that tragedy. I made it out, and that's why they. Hey, I got a Chevy Academy. I just protected my family. Could've got caught with a felony. Now my brother was telling me I got a future ahead of me. They want the country like celery.
nah, what I was saying, bro, was that we don't always have the relationships within CHH to have those type of dialogues, because it's mostly always surface level. Like, hey, you want to get on the track, you want to do this, you're going to come to a show, you're going to support. It's not really, I don't think that we're going deep enough in relationships with each other to be comfortable having that type of conversation, because the accountability hits home when there's a relationship there. Because if it's no relationship, it's like, bro, forget what you're talking about. Like, you don't know me. When you're making statements directly towards a person, it automatically makes them feel like they need to defend themselves.
Right.
So, but when that relationship is there, it's like, nah, this dude care about me. He love me. Like, he trying to look out for me.
Absolutely.
So that reception will be there. So I think it all starts with relationship.
I just protected my family. Could've got caught with a felony. Now my brother was telling me I got a future ahead of me. Run up the bill, not paying me. They want to cut you like celery. I know the Lord be protecting me. I told the devil he dead to me. Hey, I know the Lord be protecting me. I told the devil he did to me. I know the Lord be protecting me. I told the devil he did to me. I know the Lord be protecting me. I told the devil he did to me. Hey, I know the devil he did to me. Hey, I told the devil he did to me. Hey, y'all make some noise one time, man.
So just talk about one day you popped up like, oh, I'm a business owner. That's what it seemed like to me. That's what it seemed like to me.
That's what it seemed like. Man, it was a process. I worked a job that I was not pleased with for a long time, but I stayed faithful where I was until the Lord opened that door up for me to take that jump. So when that time came, I had a uncle that was into the trucking industry, and the Lord had sat me down in a car accident in 2019. So I had time to pray. I had time to just be at home, to be off, get my thoughts together.
Yeah.
And my wife was pregnant with my son at the time. She was maybe 6 or 7 months pregnant. And man, we prayed about it, and I brought it to her, and I invested in myself, because I felt like the Lord said, we the head and not the tail. And I'm not one of those believers that believe that we have to wait on the Lord to drop a blessing out the sky.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that really warmed my heart. I got a son, I'm a new daddy, I heard, you know what I'm saying? I got a 2-year-old. So I see bro up here with 2 kids, I can barely handle one. I'll be struggling. You know what I'm saying? Terrible tools and all that.
Absolutely.
I believe that we have to use what's around us so that we can elevate, and the Lord will meet us on the way to our destination.
Absolutely.
That's what I believe. So yeah, man, I've been in business for myself for 3 years, and it's not to gloat or to to intimidate. It's all motivation. It's all spirit led. It's all you don't have to throw Jesus away to be successful or to find yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing with me. You don't have to be a cookie cutter type person. You look like everybody else, or dress like everybody else, or be like everybody else. The Lord is giving you a specific calling, and so that's what I want to say about that.
With my son, man, one thing that I noticed about him, when he makes a mistake or something around the crib, around the house, and I have to get on his butt, because he's terrible tools now. And I'm one of them parents. I believe in whooping, but I believe in time out too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never thought I'd be one of them type folks. You know what I'm saying? Time out. So I do time out, but I gotta get on his butt sometimes, right? So what I notice when I do have to get on him, he doesn't stay away from me. So after that, he runs to me. He still wants that relationship with me after that. And in the same way, when we might do something that's out of bounds with the Lord, we shouldn't run away from him. We should run towards him. What the word say? Come to him with boldness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So this next song that I got is called Grind to Shine. And this one of my son's favorite songs.
Okay, and to go back about, I'm not the kind of Christian that sits down and wait. Now you pray to God, Lord, give me a sign. Open. But yeah, you good. Lord, open me up, Lord. Give me something, Father. And I'm talking about me. Yeah. I'm praying, God, give me something, right? The Bible says, whatever your hand find it to do,
right,
do it with all thy might. Then examples, David was like, Lord, I'm gonna go do this, and if you for me, it'll happen. And if you're not, I'm gonna die. Right. Hold up, David, give a little gray area, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
David just no. If you're for me, I'm gonna be successful. If not, I'm just gonna die. But that really is spiritual death, you know?
Yeah, real talk.
Or financial death.
Real talk.
So I believe, okay, I didn't pray about, oh Lord, I'm gonna start interviewing CHH. It's a good thing. Every good and perfect gift comes from above, right? So I don't have to pray about what God already said in his word. I do this because during the MySpace era, it was lit. I'm talking about super lit. Boy, you can't go find nothing about that era, that age. When MySpace, when Craig was still here,
right.
Heater the rapper was big, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
When everybody was getting money off CHH, you can't go back and look at the history because we didn't record it.
Oh, that's true.
We didn't do no interviews. You might find some music videos, stuff like that, but you're not finna find the culture,
right,
was rich. And when Craig talked about, he was at UNT and he went to Plum Line and he got saved. We're not recording the Christian Lounge. We're not recording the events in Dallas. So I said, man, I'm not gonna be no grandpa and be bragging about my heyday and ain't got no footage.
Yeah, you got that footage. And in today's time, bro, if they don't see it, they don't believe it. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't on Instagram, social media, so That's only right. And then two, to go back to your point about you was mentioning David about the Bible verse. For me, the verse, bro, like when I was getting ready to start a business for myself, I was reading Joshua at the time.
Yeah.
When Moses died. Moses is the OG. How we talking about our OGs didn't leave a platform?
Right.
So Moses died, and God came to Joshua like, hey, you finna lead my people.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Come on.
But he told them, wherever you step your foot, you gonna be on land that I've already given to you.
on.
So I'm like, Lord, I'm finna step out there. I'm finna do this.
Yeah.
And this is what you said. So that's the verse that I use, that, you know, not that I use, but that was inspiring me to have the
Absolutely.
confidence to like move forward without fear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Hey, I had to grind like that, so I can shine like this. I had to grind like that, so I can shine like this. Hey, you gotta grind and shine. You gotta find the time. If you tryna grow, you gotta believe it. Everything starts in the mind. I had to grind like that, so I can shine like this. I had to grind like that, so I can shine like this. You gotta grind and shine. You gotta find the time. If you tryna grow, you gotta believe it. Everything starts in the mind.
Now, I'm with
So,
you.
yeah.
I got a note card right now with them same verses, but it talks about transition.
Yeah.
Moses, my servant, is dead. So it talks about a time that is now gone.
Real talk.
And so now it is your time to move forward where he couldn't move. And so whereas you were an employee at one point, that's over.
Right.
Now I've called you to be an entrepreneur.
Let's get it.
And now you are going to have employees.
Right.
Why do we talk about entrepreneurship? Like you said, it's not to down me who's still on a 9 to 5.
Nah.
It's to encourage me.
Yeah.
If God is calling you off your 9 to 5, you need examples. You
Yeah.
need brothers who close to you. Hey, bro, how did you do it? And the way your story started, it don't sound like I don't want to go have no car wreck and be sitting at the crib.
Nah,
but
right.
But sometimes a traumatic experience has to happen.
What you mean?
For you to be thrusted forward. And think about the whole Moses, my servant, is dead. That's traumatic.
Like
Bro,
Moses, bro, everybody know Moses. Bro, he led us through the Red Sea.
Come on.
You feel me?
Bro,
And
we were slaves.
Real talk. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro.
So
That's
now that this
encouraging.
traumatic experience is over with, now you got another era to go through. It's not gonna be easy because you know, they had to kill all them kites, the animal kites, and the motor kites. So I'm saying it wrong, but all them kites, kites, you know, they had to get killed. You know.
Yeah.
The one that had 5, he brought back 5 more. You know what I'm saying? The one that brought back 2, he brought back 2 more. The one that had 1, he buried that thing. Hey, but if you look at it right, the first one was blessed. The second one was blessed. The one that buried that talent, he called that boy evil. In the Genesis, back when I was playing Sega, I knew my destiny Taylor.
Yeah.
Remember I sat at that table, watch my kid open that door with the razor. They know I used to be wayward, just like a horse out the stable. Put that word on like a laser, left and came back and found out ain't nobody greater. It ain't about where you been, it's all about where you going. When you trying to make a change, they don't want to see you growing. But if that's your partner for real, he don't want to see you fail. He don't want to see you fall out. He don't want to see you win the set.
Okay,
Talk
yep.
about the researchers. Talk about being gone for a little bit and then coming back, like on fire, like coming back. You know, be consistent.
Right.
Talk about that. When you was kind of taking a break and now you everywhere.
Man, I had to take a break, especially starting a business. It's like I had to give that, like, everything that I had, and that was my main focus. And also, I just had a new baby.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
My daughter is 6. I had 2 shows
Yeah,
like in 3 years when she was born.
yeah. So, man, I had to like relearn my whole environment. I had to relearn how to be creative. I can't just go to the studio how I wanted to.
Yes.
And so I kind of felt like in this slight little depression because I'm not being productive. And I know that I know that I need to do something, but I don't have the space, the energy, the motivation to do it.
Yes.
So it's like I had to understand it and give myself some grace. Like, bro, you just had a baby, you just started a business, you feel me? And your wife is, you know, dealing with, you know, the after pregnancy and, you know what I'm saying, learning her body again. So it's like, give yourself some grace.
Yeah.
And just understand that your life is different.
Absolutely.
Hey, stand, pray, stay out the way. Stand, pray, stay out way. You gotta do what it takes. If you really trying to be great, remember to stay in your lane. Cause you gotta finish the race. Stack, pray, what, stay out the way. Stack, pray, stay out the way. I really be moving in faith. You just be running in place. Remember to stay in your lane. Cause you gotta finish the race. Can I be real? I keep me a shield. When I'm in the field, I'm in the game. Feeling like Steve Beasley, making pay for the bills. I run it up. Feel like I ain't done enough.
We are more than artists. So when we become brand new fathers, I think a lot of times I'm just gonna leave it up to J.Jones' family to help him. Whereas I may need somebody to connect with me that understands this, who understands this is a time that I can't create right now because the money really needs to go to the newborn.
Right.
We got to stack for the family right
That's
now
true.
because an infant is so vulnerable.
Right.
You can't have a time where I ain't got no squealer to get no milk. You can't have no time where I ain't got no squealer to get no box of diapers because that's expensive and something might happen, man.
Pray, stay out the way. Stay, pray, stay out the way. I really be moving in faith. You just be running. Remember to stay in your lane. You gotta finish the race. Stay, pray, stay out the way. Stay, pray, stay out the way. I really be moving in faith. You just be running in place. Remember to stay in your lane. One more time, y'all. One more time. Let's go. Stay, pray, stay out the way. Stay, pray, stay out the way. I really be moving in faith. You just be running in place. Remember to stay in your lane. Cause you gotta finish the race. Stay, pray, stay out the way. Stay, pray, stay out the way.
So basically, man, you had a baby, entrepreneurship, so that pivot, and now you're kind of on fire. What was the strategy during that pivot? To how am I gonna balance this?
Like balancing what, family and business and all that.
So you was not single, but you didn't have a small child,
right?
And now you got a business, and your wife is still, you're still married, and now you got a small child. So how did you pivot from that point to now being on fire?
I mean, well, man, basically, with putting out dope music that has replay value, that people want to hear, that people can relate to, and not being afraid to be myself, and not being afraid to be who God created me to be, and just trusting Him, even though it might look different to some people, it might feel different. I might say some things that's like that you ain't never heard a person that got a relationship with the Lord say. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing. And then also just communicating with my wife, which I don't do a good job at all the time.
That's all right.
Just communicating with her, like my schedule.
Yeah.
Because like for me, I'm a visionary. So I don't gotta write it on my schedule. I just like remember, okay, on this day I got this show. But sometimes it might conflict. Like I had a video shoot scheduled today with Jesse to shoot.
Today?
Today.
Wow.
And I'm like, bro, last weekend I was out. Out like the whole weekend, didn't get to spend time with the fam. So I'm like, okay, I had to reschedule with Jesse so I can be with the family today because I'm here tonight at the show. So it's like that does that is a conflict sometimes because I'm not always, let me write this down, let me put this on the calendar, and she always get on me with that. So she been showing me grace, but you know what I'm saying, I don't do a good job at communicating. I'm working on that. That's something I'm looking to grow in this year.
Amen.
And also, man, just my whole thing with starting a business is like I don't want to have to ask nobody for nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying, like asking for not in a prideful way, but like, Lord, give me something that can sustain my passion, that brings you glory, and that can also benefit other people. You feel me? Like giving them a job, or you know what I'm saying, so I can really do this music. You know what I'm saying? So I created this to be a platform for my son, my family, to like leave a legacy. Like my business name, Crossway Express. My son named Cross. You feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like named after him. So it's like it's all like a part of the plan. It's all strategic. So that has given me the cushion and the leverage to be able to invest. Like, let me go invest in this video. Let me invest in this promotion. Like, let me invest in this merch. Like, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro. And it also gives me the confidence to be able to move. You know what I'm saying? Like I can be anywhere at any time and have a dope impact. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. You're definitely having an impact right now.
God told Moses, like, hey, you finna be the one to lead my people into the promised land.
Yeah.
Like, that mother opened up like, Moses is dead. And Moses done led the people out of slavery, led them through the Red Sea. Everybody and their mama and their granddad, everybody know Moses. So that's a tall task for Joshua. You know what I'm saying? The next generation coming in. And so what stuck out to me in that verse was when God told him that, he told him, be strong and courageous a whole lot of times, right? But he also told him, wherever you step your foot, you're going to be on land that I've given to you, right? So the important part with that is, you got to move. If you never take a step, you never give God a chance to see what he can do. You know what I'm saying? That's why he told him, and he's telling us, be strong and courageous. Be strong and courageous. Wherever you step your foot, you're going to be on land that I've given you. So I took that verse, and like I said in that song, hey, I took that word and put it in motion, right? Like when you're playing charades, we got to act out those words, right? So with that Bible, it's like, just like an actor. Like, let's say T'Challa. Y'all know my boy T'Challa, R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman, Black Panther, right?
Yeah.
So when he got that script for that movie, my boy had to learn them lines to bring that thing to life. You know what I'm saying? In the same way, we got to get in that word. Let me put that word in motion so we can see what the Lord going to do. You know what I'm saying? Amen. It's not about us. It's not about money. It's not about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Our goal is not to be famous, but we want to trust and see what the Lord going to do.
I tell him I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be famous. Just remember his name, I'm nameless. Yeah. I don't want to be famous. I tell him I don't want to be famous. Nah, I don't want to be famous. Just remember his name, I'm nameless. Yeah. I don't want to be famous.
Yeah, famous, what you make me. So when I get it, I give it to God. On the day that I make it to heaven, he gon' look at me and tell me good job. Look in my eyes. I've been a Jesus, I came out my mama. I ain't gon' change when I get some more dollars. Ain't tryna get rich cause I'm rich in the Father. My kid is a lion, the cool of a top.
I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be famous. Just remember his name, I'm nameless. Yeah. I don't want to be famous. I don't want to be famous. Nah, I don't want to be famous. Just remember his name, I'm nameless. Yeah. I don't want to be famous.
Yeah, coming like Blaze. What was you thinking? Don't wanna be famous. But if it come, I'ma run with it like an Olympian training. Go to my neck and it's dangling. I got a target, I'm aiming. Keep it 100 like Franklin. Still I ain't changing. Get on that stage and that faith I proclaim it. Painting the picture, I want you to frame it. Hang it. All I see is God on the cross.
Still consider you a new artist, even though I know you've been around for a minute.
That's good.
And I consider you as a new artist, as the new crowd that didn't come out with me in a MySpace era. You know, you're in the new generation. You guys came out with a whole different swag, whole different approach to the CHH and just ministry in general. So I appreciate new. Are you from Texas?
Yeah.
Born and raised in the DFW?
Yeah, I'm from West Dallas.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why we gotta have these interviews. I thought you was from somewhere else. Like,
No, I'm from West Dallas.
Because
Yeah.
when you popped off, I'm like, okay, he ain't from here. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, I'm from the West, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
And then I would have never. Are you from Dallas?
Yeah.
Because we know we gonna holler Fort Worth every chance we get.
Right,
so
right, yep,
when cats don't be hollering Dallas and Oak Cliff, they from out of town.
Right.
They from Oklahoma. They gotta be.
You're right.
Yep. Did I say that right? Hold on, let me rewind that. And make sure I get this right. So basically what I'm trying to say is what we produce is a reflection of our relationship with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't always gotta be going around Jesus this, Jesus that. But could somebody convict you of, would you be guilty of being a Christian if you never told nobody? Like, so if, just based off how you move your conversation, like, are you shining that light? You know what I'm saying? Or you, when we get in church, we be lit, we be turned up. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Lord. But when we get out of churches, we turn that light off. Cause I know me, y'all remember coming up? When we used to come around on church ground, we bumping that music, that trap. Man, turn that music on. Man, don't listen to that on church ground, boy.
Right. But I want to talk about the old days. Let's see. No, you was with. What was the name of the group, man?
Oh, what you talking about? Which group?
When you was with New Life.
Oh, New Life. To my Gospel Flows.
You was with Gospel Flows originally?
I was.
Okay. Didn't New Life have a group? You, New Life, and Matthew?
That wasn't me. I wasn't part of that.
Okay, you just doing features with them?
Yeah, probably like doing features. You
Okay,
feel
I
me?
thought you was with them.
Nah, I was with.
Oh, okay, because New Life had his group, and then he came to Gospel Flows.
You're real talk.
Okay, I
Yeah.
thought you was a part of that group with
Nah.
with New Life and Matthew, Mitty, and all them cats.
Nah,
man.
they solid though, but nah.
No, yeah, because Gospel Flows wasn't covered enough. It's not been covered enough. Like the whole Gospel Flows, like Jay Bird,
Oh, that's true. That's
DJ
true.
RL. Like people don't even know that at the beginning it was Jay Bird, DJ RL, Chris War,
Right.
and then it went to Gospel Flows Troop, and then it went to you guys. So I just want to kind of talk about that era a little bit and how people transition. Maybe.
Hey, I can do anything. What's wrong? Hey, I can do anything. I rap Philippians. I can do anything. I rap Philippians. I can do anything. Look, hey.
Right now, let everybody know where they can find you at on social media, man.
Social media, man. Instagram, J.Jones DTX. That's Jones DTX. The same thing on YouTube, man. Y'all tap in with me. We got more visuals coming. We going to another level this year, man. So I'm excited for what's to come. So y'all be a part of this movement, this Hill City movement, man. Don't be afraid to let your light shine.
I shine. That's why I'm so lit right now. I shine. That's why I'm so lit right now. I shine. That's why I'm so lit right now. Hey, I can do anything. I rap Philippians. I rap Philippians. Look, I can do anything.